doing the Shabbat blessing and Kiddush? Are you playing along on the Shabbat blessing and Kiddush? Okay. All right, that's fine. Wrong direction. Beautiful. Here.
We all got locked out.
Well, welcome in. How are y'all doing? Happy New Year. We change it for different things. Oh, really? I did not know that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. How are you doing? Yeah.
Got 1 minute, Paul. We drew out the largest crowd for you for your last official service as our musical director. We already know his dates because in true Temple Emanu-El fashion, Jeff already gave us his vacation date, so we're good to go, okay? Our Darsha, our service leader, Monica Singletary, the con is yours.
All right, we begin our service with Hine Matov on page 128. 128.
Turn to 124. We read together at the top. We enter the sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into the sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. We turn to 120 for Shabbat candle lighting. those who are able, we rise together for Kiddush 123. We read together, top of page 127. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a hoard of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act we care nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, and day of peace. We continue with L'chadodi 138.
Lecha
rise to greet Shabbat HaMalkah. The bottom of page 145. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, unripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before. Lest routine set my ways. We continue with our Chetzi Kaddish right there, the top of page 144.
Yitkada v'yitkada shme Rabbah, ve'amad divrach hiroteh v'yamlich malchuteh, becha yekon uv'yom mechon, uv'chaye dechot beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, veimeru.
Amen.
Yehesh me Rabba mevarach, le'alamu lamei amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitbar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitada v'yitale v'yitalal, shemei chudeshah brichu, le'ela min kol birkata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amin ram be'ama, v'yimeru, amen.
146, we rise together. There's one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself. There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. And there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all worlds, filling the universe with song. Nivarech, let us bless. We read together the top of page 149. Praise you, Adonai, our God, for whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way in which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise you, Adonai, our God, for whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha ve'shinatam levanecha ve'dibarta bam ve'shivtecha bevetecha uvletecha vaderech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot aliyadecha ve'hayu letotafot ben enecha uchtavtam al mezuzot betecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
The top of page 157, we read together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land. The winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, but there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Our song of freedom and redemption, our Michamocha 158.
V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, uga'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
the top of page 163. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. For those who are able, we rise together for our tefillah.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Yaakov, Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Gula Lifnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye Metim Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Metim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayem Emunato, Lishenei Avar, Micha Mocha Bal Givurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanat halach hachayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hametim. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'kol yom yehalalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. We read together the middle of page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. We read together once more at the top of page 177. 79. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, as advocate among the nations. Make a temperate reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praise you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. We take our own time, reflections, or silent prayer. At this moment in our service, we think of those in our community who are in need of healing of body and spirit. We think of Linda Applebaum, Margaret Bell, Harold Seitlin, Deborah Chagois, Karen Edwards, Hannah Fox, Belinda Gammon, Edward Goldberg, Josie Hatfield, Sissy Held, Evelyn Held, Donald and Maida Himmel, Corey Kessler, Bart Colber, Jerry Lapidus, Wayne Lewis, Marlene Meyerson, Jeffrey Muss, Leslie Simon, Suzanne Schumann, Christy St. Charles, Brenda Weinstein, Joan Weisberg, and Carol Wright. And for those with us this evening, if you are thinking of a loved one, a friend, someone who means so much to you, and you wish to share a name out loud, we invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours. For those names mentioned out loud and for those names that are still in our hearts, we turn to 371 for our Mishnah.
Rachel, Leah, Yevarech.
know many of us would love a long sermon tonight, but in the honor of Barbara Goldstone of blessed memory, I know, Mark, you met your Basharets in Western Michigan University in the mean streets of Kalamazoo, but tonight, all of us Michiganders, our hearts are in Ann Arbor, and therefore, it's written in a minor tractate in the Jerusalem Talmud. We say tonight, Mark, you can say it, go blue. We rise together, 586 for Alenu. The top of page 595. It's hard to sing of oneness when the world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone. A nod but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in company with those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more fully, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world, and each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one whose life now ended, brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. On this Shabbat, we recall the Yortzates of Esther Apolinsky, Michael Saul Applebaum, Libby Bank, Harriet Wheel Broda, Morris Berger, Maxine G. Kaheen, Kenneth Camp, Edward Cohen, Alan J. Cohn, Adele Cohn, Isaac Cooperman, Bessie Rotenstreich Cotton, Carol Kurgel, Gertrude Davis, James E. Dowdy, Ben A. Engel, Terry Fierman, Ethel Fitlow, Sheila Friedman, Gussie Morris Gary, Edith K. Gerson, Dr. Sidney Gawant, Ray Goldberg, Harold Joseph Goldstein, Hannah G. Goldstein, Bessie Greenberg, Betty Greenberg, A. William Handler, Doug Hewell, Sally B. Hunter, Sylvan Elliott Ives, Cindy Jaffe, Eileen Jones Johnson, Emery Kane, Marilyn Lazarus, Joe Lightman, Francis Levin, Dr. Myron A. Levine, Sophie R. Leone, William M. Leone, Elisa Robinson McElroy, Brandon Lee Miller, Mary Miller, Emma Newfield Minisman, Leroy Munsky Jr., Joanne Hess Morrison. Philip Oster, Dan Joseph Patrick, Rose Perrin, Evelyn Myers-Pose, Anna Randman, Justin Chuck Ravitz, Etta K. Ripko, Aaron Rosenfeld, Bertha Rosenthal, Robert J. Roth, Ike Sachs, Joseph Salloway, Avery Singer, Dorothy Schwab, Jack Silverman, Henry Sisson, Sarah Spiegelman, Betty B. Spielberger, Bella Steinberg, Pauline N. Steinman, Mildred Wald, Eleanor Westcott, Moise Milton Zavalo. Our heartfelt condolences in the recent passings of Harold Black, husband of Nancy, father of Kit, grandfather of Amanda and Drew, great-grandfather of Evie and Charlotte Sokol, Campbell and Sloan Wheel, Ned Kaheen, husband of Roberta, Barbara Goldstone, wife of Mark, Donald Herman, husband of Carol, Mike May, father of Robin Seal, Joe Morris, father of Tammy Fleischer, Inyun Kim Peeney, aunt of Clara Fleissig, Frida K. Roth, mother of Neil Roth, Marlene Waller, mother of Leah Sag and grandmother of Jenny Kasheshian. May all their memories forever be a blessing. We rise together for a Mortar's Kaddish. Yikadal v'kadash shemei rabbah. B'yomad divrach rotei v'amlich malchutei. B'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayetikol Beit Yisrael. B'galah u'izman kariv yimru. Yehei shmei rabbah mivarach li'olam olamei al-maya. V'hit barach v'yih shabbat v'hit ba'ar v'hit romam v'hit naseh. V'hit adar v'hit aleh v'hit alal. Shmei dekucha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damin ram b'yoma v'yimru, Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu yasei shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Paul, it's never goodbye. It's always hello, and that's why we're closing with Shalom Aleichem 625. Shabbat Shalom. Happy secular New Year. Still Rabbi.
Think about Paul.